Hi Aquarius, hope you're good. Thanks for joining me. Welcome. Also, this is for Sun, Moon and Rising and cross watchers as well. Okay. So I'm really going to tap into the energy of the cards and my guides now. Okay, so what do we need to know for Aquarius? What messages do we need to know for Aquarius? Who they're dealing with? Or their person? Okay. First one out, Seven of Swords. We'll be dealing with a fellow air sign. A Gemini or a Libra. Water energy, that's a Pisces, Scorpio. Any more for Aquarius, please? Tell me more about this Five of Cups. Okay, so we've got the Empress, Taurus energy, and then a bit of water energy there as well. Okay, some of you could be expecting, could have kids with your person. Also, there could be a karmic that's, you know, their mum could be the karmic. Okay. We've got the Lovers, Gemini energy. Again, a fellow air sign. Okay. We've got Death, Scorpio energy. Okay, so that's three majors. Okay. Oops. Okay. Could be a toxic third party situation going on here. I definitely feel that some of you, it could be someone could be manipulating someone with children, or the karmic third party could be their mum. That's what I feel so far. Someone could feel sad that something is over. Someone could be needing to make a choice between two lovers. There's a bit of toxic energy here. So some of you are dealing with a Capricorn, Scorpio, this Devil. Okay, let me get a bit more. Seven of Swords. Someone here is deceptive, could be stealing, manipulating, but someone here feels very guilty about something with this Five of Cups. Very remorseful, in deep regret, you know, in deep sorrow, in deep sadness, kind of not acknowledging anything that's going on around them. I do feel that there's still hope here though, look, because there's two cups still standing. Maybe they're not letting something go, you know, something needs to come to an end here. This represents divine feminine energy as well. This could be who they're missing, craving for, you know, yearning for, you know, the beautiful divine feminine, the Empress. Okay, wishing that they chose you. Okay, any more on this Devil, please? Okay, what was that? Oh, Nine of Coins. I just feel you could be dealing with an earth sign. This could be, you know, they see how well you're doing. You know, you've got abundance, you've got wealth, you've got health, you're doing really well for yourself, you're happy, you're positive, you're very confident, powerful. You know, I feel that they feel that you're doing so well without them. You know, they feel that, you know, they've lost you for good. So you've got Nine of Coins, you know, so someone's really, you know, doing well for themselves here, really making something of themselves, doing a lot of manifesting, harvesting, you know, building from the ground up. Someone here is very kind, loving, nurturing, beautiful, confident, you know. Maybe they feel that you don't need them, you know, because you're doing so well without them. Independent, confident, powerful, yeah. It's like someone wants to come back in, but they fear that it's over. What was that? Okay. I need to know more about this Devil. Could have had, because of the Five of Cups and this Devil, they could have codependencies still going on. The clouds their judgment, alcohol, you know. They fear that it's too late. Look, that you've got someone else. You know. They might want to come back in, but you know, someone here could be afraid of someone being sneaky, going backwards and forwards. This could have been going on in the past. What was that? Oh, there's a lot coming out here. There's definitely financial abundance here, you know, financial success, you know. Someone's really made a life for themselves. like someone's worked really hard to make a life for themselves, to build for themselves, you know, and they're sort of enjoying the fruits of their labour. And this person feels that it's too late, look. Yeah? I think they're having a sort of reality check here. You know, we've got the Tower, look. It's like, yeah, someone's going through something to do with inner, you know. They're having this reality check, this wake-up call, you know, and that they fear that it's over between you. They're really seeing the reality, you know, of their consequence, you know, their actions, you know, actions. I can't even talk. They're seeing and suffering as a result of their choices and their decisions. You know, they're really suffering the consequences of their actions. They're having a Tower moment, look. They could be angry here, look. They had a wake-up call, look, they've come to realisation. It's really hit them really badly. Yeah? How they've treated you. They fear that it's over. Yeah? They really miss you because you've got the divine feminine energy there, card there, the Empress. They feel that they're not good enough for you. They feel that you don't need them anymore. Yeah? It's like they could think, you know, they could try and sneak back in, but they're thinking, oh, I should just leave her alone, you know, she's doing so well without me. You know, there's still codependencies going on. You know, they fear that you've got someone else around you. Yeah, multiple choices. Yeah, that you're giving your attention to someone else. Yes, Three of Swords, definitely toxic third party here. Someone's very regretful, you know, like I said, wake up call. It could be a wake up call to get themselves out of this situation. Okay, this toxic third party here. You know, it could be that someone had to or has to make a decision between a new person or an old person, or between a third party and his divine feminine. Look, there's codependencies going on here. This is probably what's clouding their judgment. You know, they can't see straight. They could be going backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. The third party even, she could be causing trouble. Someone's karmic is definitely their mum interfering. Third party could be coming to a completion here. It's definitely toxic. I just feel that you're doing so well without them, Aquarius, that I don't feel that you need them. You know, well, that's their mentality. Third party could be causing trouble. Yeah? Could be jealous of you. So you've got the Three of Swords. You know, as I said, someone's definitely suffering emotional turmoil, heartbreak, loss, betrayal. The third party could have betrayed your person. You know, he or she, the third party has definitely drove a wedge between you. Okay, she's come between you. They want to put things right with you. They're very regretful. But I feel that they feel that it's too late, and that you've moved on, and that you've got other people around you. And when the Three of Swords, I feel that they are heartbroken over this. You know, they're suffering really bad. You know, they've gone through a painful lesson here. They've learnt it the hard way. So we've got the Ten of Swords. Yeah. So there is definitely a third party coming to a completion. Also, they fear that it's over with you. Yeah. Someone's definitely suffered broken heart, betrayal and loss here. Backstabbers. Yeah. Someone's definitely walking away from a toxic situation. Could even be you, Aquarius. Okay. What was that? They're not in good spirits at the moment. They're very low vibrational, whoever you're dealing with. Okay. Definitely something in their life or your life that's come to an end. 3 of Swords, 10 of Swords, Death. Yeah. Definitely a cycle that doesn't serve you anymore and it's come to an end. Yeah. Whoops. Yeah. Someone is definitely walking away from a third party situation because it doesn't serve them anymore. Their heart's not in it. Look, it's toxic. See? They feel bound. They feel trapped. This person looks very negative. Really bad influence on them. It could be you walking away here. Okay? Because you're doing so well for yourself here. With this Nine of Coins. You know, you don't want anyone to mess it up. You're doing really well for yourself here. Yeah? Especially your person, they definitely walked away from a third party here. They might want to come towards you. You know, put things right, reconnect with you. Also, this represents travelling, the Eight of Cups. Again, water energy. And Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy here as well. Could be dealing with a fellow Aquarius. Yeah, someone's definitely walked away from a third party. Or you walking away from your person because you've had enough, you know, of their codependencies and third parties and addictions. It's just too stressful for you. Yeah. But I do feel that this person is going to find a way, sort of, or try to find a way to sneak back in and put things right with you, you know, because they fear that you're around someone or, yeah. Someone here has definitely suffered betrayal. I feel that they're grieving for you. They feel that they fear that they've lost you already. It's over. It's too late. It's very much up to you. You know, we all have choice and free will here, Aquarius. If you want to, you know, give them a chance. But the situation that they're in is very toxic. I feel that they're holding back out of respect for you at the moment because they see that you're doing so well without them. You know, you've really made a life for yourself. You know, you're doing really well. Okay. I do feel that a lot of you are going to find happiness elsewhere. Okay. You could be saying something better, please. Yeah. You could be focusing on yourself, you know, but you are saying to the universe something better, please. You might be asking for another person to come in, you know, bring me someone better. Yeah. Someone that is not so reliant on something, you know, or someone. I mean, you know, someone could have cheated, broke someone's heart, you know, been unfaithful here. Any more here for Aquarius? Any more for Aquarius? Any more for Aquarius, please? Yeah. So we've got the Seven of Coins. Yeah. So I do feel that you are walking away to focus on yourself here, Aquarius, some of you. Okay. Seven of Coins. You really want to build for yourself even more. This is what you're focused on. Yeah. You know, you know, just being in your power, building for yourself, manifesting for yourself, being independent, being free. Yeah. I don't feel that you're focused on this person anymore. I feel that you're just going to walk away. Yeah? You want to, you know, you're in a good place. You know, you don't, you're in a good place. You don't want someone to come along and ruin it, you know. You're very dedicated and passionate, and you really put the work in, you know, to make something for yourself, to create and manifest a future for yourself. Look, structure, balance. You know, you're really showing your resilience here, but someone's definitely walking away from a toxic third party. And it could be you, Aquarius, walking away from someone as well, because you've had enough to focus on yourself, your finances. You could be very career orientated, money focused at the moment. You know, just having stability for yourself. You know, having things in order, like I said, building for yourself. You know, planting things. You know, you might like to be outdoorsy. You know. I just feel that you're very focused on yourself at the moment, Aquarius. Yeah? This looks like it really took it out of you. You're working on a project or something, I feel. Yeah. You're working on a project. And it could be growing, and it's going very successful at the moment. Yeah? Any more for Aquarius? Whoa! What was that? Any more for Aquarius? But whatever you're working on, it's going to be worth it. You know, the outcome. Yeah, don't give up. Don't let this, you know, discourage you or make you feel disheartened, you know, over what's happened here. You know, go forward, start the next chapter. Better things are ahead. You know, don't give up. Persevere. Keep going. Keep working hard. Yeah, it really is going to blossom. More abundance into your life here. Yeah. Anyone want to come out for Aquarius? Any more? Any more for Aquarius? Okay. Give it a good shuffle, see if there's any more that want to come out for Aquarius. I do feel this person is going to try their luck with you. You know, they're going to try and sneak back in, try and put things right with you. You know, they might cause you a bit of headache, but I'm not sure that you'll take them back. That's very much up to you. Because it just looks like it caused you a lot of stress, and you know, you are in a good place right now, and you don't want anyone to come and sort of ruin that, you know. Oops. Any more for Aquarius? I don't know if they'll let you go so easily. I'm not sure about that. They are going to try to get back into your life again. Let's see if there's any more that want to come out for Aquarius. Any more? Yeah, I feel that you're going to say something better, please. Ace of Coins. Like I said, you're building for yourself. You're working on a project, manifesting, focused on your grain, your profit, your pentacles, building from the ground up, having a new start in life. Very passionate, very dedicated, very hardworking. And you're saying to the universe, I'm ready for something better now, to close this toxic, negative chapter. Yeah? To let abundance in, blessings, something better, please. Yeah? You're saying something better, please. You're going forward, yeah? Not backwards. Yeah? Because there's been too much drama and stress and betrayal and heartbreak here. Yeah? This person looks like they're very set in their ways. But I just feel that you're going forward here, Aquarius. Yeah? Something better, please. That's what you're saying. Something better, please. Alright, Aquarius? So that's what I've got for you from my guides and the universe. I hope it resonated, hope it helped, hope it was insightful. If you're new, give me a like, give me a subscribe, join my spiritual house, and yeah. And I'll see you again soon, Aquarius, for some more readings. Alright, Aquarius.